We also want to take some strategic surgical steps in areas that are going to generate the greatest number of jobs while generating the greatest value for our economy. And from the moment we took office, even as we took immediate steps to deal with the financial crisis, we began investing in newer, stronger foundations for lasting growth, one that would free us from the cycle of boom and bust that has been so painful, one that can create good jobs and opportunities for a growing middle class. That's at the heart of our efforts, and clean energy can be a powerful engine for creating that kind of growth. And that's why the Recovery Act included the single biggest investment in job-creating clean energy in our history, in renewable sources of energy, in advanced manufacturing, in clean vehicle technology, in a bigger, better, smarter electric grid that can carry clean homegrown energy from the places that harness it to the places that need it. And after these investments have been given the better part of a year to take root, a picture of their impact is starting to emerge. I just received a report from Vice President Biden that confirms that as a result of the steps that we've taken, a major transformation of our economy is well underway. We are on track to double renewable energy production and double our capacity to manufacture clean energy components like wind turbines and solar panels right here in the United States by the year 2012, doubling it. But there's a lot more that we can do, and that's what I've come to Home Depot to talk about. In our nation's buildings, our homes and our offices consume almost 40% of the energy we use and contribute almost 40% of the carbon pollution that we produce, and everybody's talking about right now in Copenhagen. Homes built in the first half of the last century can use about 50% more energy than homes that are built today. And because most of our homes and offices aren't energy efficient, much of that energy just goes to waste, while costing our families and businesses money they can't afford to throw away. The simple act of retrofitting these buildings to make them more energy efficient, installing new windows and doors, insulation, roofing, sealing leaks, modernizing heating and cooling equipment, is one of the fastest, easiest, and cheapest things we can do to put Americans back to work while saving money and reducing harmful emissions. As a result of a variety of investments made under the Recovery Act, including state and local energy grants, we're on pace to upgrade the homes of 500,000 Americans by this time next year. 500,000 Americans, boosting the economy, saving money and energy, creating clean energy jobs that can't be outsourced. But this is an area that has huge potential to grow. That's why I'm calling on Congress to provide new temporary incentives for Americans to make energy efficiency retrofit investments in their homes, and we want them to do it soon. I know the idea may not be very glamorous, although I get really excited about it. We were at the round table and somebody said insulation's not sexy. I disagree. Frank, don't you think insulation is sexy stuff? Here's what's sexy about it: saving money. Think about it this way. If you haven't upgraded your home yet, it's not just heat or cool air that's escaping, it's energy and money that you are wasting. If you saw $20 bills just sort of floating through the window up into the atmosphere, you'd try to figure out how you were going to keep that. But that's exactly what's happening because of the lack of efficiency in our buildings. So what we want to do is create incentives that stimulate consumer spending, because folks buy materials from home improvement stores like this one, which then buys them from manufacturers. It spurs hiring because local contractors and construction workers do the installation. It saves consumers money, perhaps hundreds of dollars off their utility bills each year, and it reduces our energy consumption in the process. In other words, most of this stuff is going to pay for itself. You put in the insulation, you weatherize your home now, you will make up that money in a year or 2 years or 3 years, and then everything after that is just gravy. But the challenge for a lot of people is getting that money up front. They know that this is a smart thing to do, but times are tight right now, and it's hard to afford making that capital investment. And that's where the government can come in to provide the incentive to help people make that initial investment so that they can recover that money over the long term.